So I'm over here at the property next door to where I live, and there's a pond that was built here before someone turned all this into a subdivision, and this used to be kind of like a boat ramp here. No one ever uses this much anymore, and there's actually a little covered building over there that's rotting out. And you know, we're the sort of housing, whatever you call it, HOA in here is thinking that that building could be a good place for some kids to get hurt. The floors are rotted out and stuff like that. But somebody might want it for the 10. If I was younger, I would. But somebody might be willing to pay enough for that to allow us to buy some fence. And if we had some fence, we've been told if we put a fence around this little pond, we could get insurance on it. And the president of the HOA is worried about lawsuits if somebody came back here and got drowned or something like that. So I just brought my kayak over, and I figured, well, I'm just going to go out there and have a look around from on the water. Maybe, yeah, because if a fence got put up, it would be me putting it up. So it'd be good to look around the edge of the water and see where there was place to put fence and just stuff like that. Plus it'd be fun. It's always fun to get out on the water, so any old excuse will do, right? So here we go. So this is me again. I was out here earlier, well, yesterday, and was going to paddle around the pond, and then Bobby came over and we loaded his firewood, and then I went over to his house and we worked on his tractor. And so now I'm back, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to paddle out on the pond, but also I want to go up under that building and see what kind of shape it's in, because I know that the ramp that leads out to that building is rotted out, and the little dock that comes out here has got some boards hanging down under it. But I'm thinking maybe the part with the roof over it has stayed dry enough to be okay. Looks a little saggy on one end. Best way to tell is to paddle over there and be up under it, look at it. It'll also give me a chance to enjoy a nice little day on the lake and so forth. And so forth. So pretty easy launch for a kayak. Oh man, I meant to bring a bottle of water. Oh well, doesn't matter. Nice little lake. Let's go with the boathouse first. Suppose I could turn y'all around. You set right here. Right here. Try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21 sheets of 10 figures to be 42 feet long. So this is 42 feet long. Now you can see where the water has been higher, and like on these end poles out here, I can see where they have rotted. But the pressure treated poles that they're sitting on have not. Now I wonder if they built this out of non-pressure treated lumber on top of pressure treated poles. That would matter. There's a couple picnic tables up on there. Oh, I see, this is open. This is, I think that's what they did, was they used non-pressure treated lumber, but this is open so you could have a boat right here, and you could come down off the dock into your boat, or you could pull your boat right up in here. It's a nice dock. This may be sawmill lumber. That's 2-inch walking boards up there. That's good and heavy. Let's go over here and see what's falling down out here. Boy, dirt daubers like it under here. So I think that's what we got going on here, is the part of this that's been out in the weather has been rotting out. Let me set y'all back over here. Just kind of face you up so I can paddle. Yeah, that's what this is. That's sawmill lumber. I can see the bark on some of these boards. Nice under here. What a beautiful shot. I bet the snakes love it in here. Every man needs a wife because many things go wrong that can't be blamed on the government. That's a nice sign. That's what that sign says up there. Let me take some pictures. Every man needs a wife because many things go wrong that can't be blamed on the government. That's a nice sign. That's what that sign says up there. Let me take some pictures. I just heard a little bullfrog make a noise. So, let's talk about this here. Now, these poles that support this are good. These pressure treated poles that are these round ones. These boards overhead, as you can see, they're rotting and sagging and falling out. But you could take these boards down and build on these round poles. Now up there, that's all kind of tumbly, but that's replaceable. It's quite replaceable. In fact, if I tore all that out, I could probably get up onto this. There's a bird's nest and some more dirt dauber's nest. I'm gonna just take more pictures here. Probably what I am gonna want to do is just get up on this thing, get a feeling for what it's like. It's a beautiful shot of my neighbor's house from here. Yeah, it looks beautiful. This is nice though. I love it. I may just fall in love with this spot. I can see in the hot of the summer, paddling over here, being under this and fishing. In fact, I don't know how deep this is. I was thinking of fishing and fish. Fish don't like hot either. And, this might be a spot where the fish, like on a hot day, would kind of congregate up under here. That could be a really cool spot. I think these pieces up under here are pretty passable. Another thing you could do is sister these underneath parts with pressure treated timber. Oh, and here, let's talk about this out here. Like I can see where you could come up under where this walkway is. And you see where that cross piece is out there? Well, that's pressure treated right in front of you, up overhead. But you could do the same thing. You could, let's see, this got 2 boards on the outside. So you could work off of these same holes and repair this thing. Keep it usable, which I think would be a darn good idea, especially since this is within walking distance of my house. Yeah, I see what they did here. I'm gonna spin the boat around so y'all can see. So if you look at just what's coming into screen, or what should be coming into screen now, you can see where the water has rotted out the unpressure treated stuff. And on that walkway there, you can see coming into screen on your left, there's a cross piece that's pressure treated, and then they ran a board out that's sawmill lumber, and then they put some pressure treated on the outside of it, which hasn't rotted, but it's sagged a little bit. So the wood on the inside, an old piece of fishing line on that, the wood on the inside is what's falling down. That's the stuff you see right here in front of you. This is a very savable building. Let me look in up overhead there. Those, I'm looking up now at the joists. See, they put some heavy boards in overhead. I think the thought was maybe the thought was to raise a boat up out of the water. Yeah, this might become my new fishing hole right over here. Let me get back up under here. I'm gonna look some more. Well, somebody made an awful nice place that nobody's ever taken advantage of here, which is kind of a shame. You got picnic tables up on that. See, the president of the HOA is talking about wanting to drain this lake because he thinks it's a danger because of insurance. He's afraid somebody will sue us. That looks like, okay, I'm looking out. Looks like it's got trusses. They look like hand-built trusses. You know, nowadays you get them in their factory built. Well, somebody somewhere in a little, out in the woods factory builds those things. But that looks a lot like sawmill lumber built trusses with little metal wedges in the middle. And these pieces that run up and down that the tin is on, that looks like 2x4s. I believe that wood, if kept dry, would last a goodly long time. So let's go. I want to get a nice picture of my neighbor's house so I can give it to them. With like a picture with a house by the lake, with the dock here. That's beautiful. That's just beautiful. Alright, I'm right up to the bank now. That's where the snakes are. So I'm gonna ride a little ways and have a look. So that's a little bit of a shipwreck straight ahead. What that is a paddle boat previous owners had. And I don't know how it got down here turned upside down. There it is. I suppose we could rescue that if we wanted it, or if we wanted to. We have an island over on this side. In fact, that's a good place to take a picture right there. Sit y'all down and get my phone out. I suppose I got the angle correct. I could get on the other side of the island and get the building in the background. That'd make a nice picture. I was just shooting. Was this picture here, looking across the little island toward that building over here. To me, that building looks very Cajun, Florida, Louisiana-ish, sort of. Nice little pond. Perfect little fishing pond. I don't know if it's set up with a deep spot to swim anywhere or not. You can paddle out toward the middle, see how deep it is. There's something blue right there. It might be part of the pontoon boat. It's the same color. Up on the bank. I'm not sure what that is. I think Bobby might have told me at one point that that pontoon boat didn't have a rudder. I saw it there and I thought that might be the rudder, but it doesn't appear that it is. Well, it's nice and private back here. My neighbor's house looks so nice sitting up there. I'm gonna float out over here where my lawnmower's not in the line of sight and shoot a few pictures for them from out here in the water.
I was going to take a water sample over to the county extension there at the old Beaver Dam school.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it wouldn't hurt to ask. I'm guessing the water's fine. I mean, it falls out of the sky and it sits on the ground.
well, I would think that it's fine because, like I said, I've seen fish, I've seen birds on it.
Yeah.
So I would think it's fine.
I'm surprised it never clears up. Because you know, I've noticed. I mean, you know, as I'm looking at it, it's actually kind of clear. I can see the bottom, but the bottom is just mud.
Yeah.
That's something I noticed in my cove back there. A lot of times when I can see down and it looks muddy, it's not really that the water's muddy. It's just that what there is to see is just mud red, you know.
That's kind of what I thought, that maybe it wasn't really very deep.
Yeah.
I've seen it clear up some.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out here toward the middle and just see if I can get an idea about how deep it is. Because if it wasn't very deep, that would make sense too, that you're seeing the bottom a lot. out and throw what out?
Get lilies, and because when I buy them, they're in like a little net bag
Yeah,
with a fertilizer thing on the bottom.
yeah.
And you just drop the lilies in the floor, but if I was in my hand, I could get.
So it's deeper than this paddle is long. And it's a 12-foot boat, and that's about a 10-foot paddle, so it's at least 10 feet out here. So